I think one of the things we need to remember, we're very much focused now on the battle for Mosul. There are, of course, tens of thousands of people that have been forced from their homes. There's a real question about what happens the day after. And there's huge challenges. We are here in a village that was cleared from ISIL in May of last year. What are the challenges? The amount of unexploded ordnance, landmines, booby traps, civilian homes that have been laced with booby traps in all kinds of different places. That are the challenges moving forward and allowing people to return to their homes. Now, I want to bring in my guest, Salaam Muhammed Amin. He's the technical field manager of the Mines Advisory Group, MAG. They're here working. It's been quite difficult work. You've been doing this for years. You have a lot of experience in this field. Can you explain to me the scale of what you're seeing in terms of what has been left behind in these villages and the lands of when ISIL has been pushed out?
This is a humanitarian emergency. We are racing against the time. We have to do something about them improvised landmines and booby traps in the houses before the children does. The level of contamination is very, very high. As you see, the mine row is running among the houses being booby trapped, wait for people to return back. And as soon as they return back, for example, in this village, they have 10 casualties. 10 people have died after they returned back to check their houses, and 5 got injured only in this village. And if you look at the level of contamination here, in comparing to the other areas, still low. The other villages, which is people have not returned back, people are desperate to return home. They've been living in the IDP camps, in the rented houses, in the collective towns, so they run out from all their reserve money, so they want to go home. They know it's risky and dangerous, but still they have no other choices, so they're coming home.
Of course, everyone wants to go home. And Salaam, you can show us, we're going to take you into, this is a civilian home. 3 members of this family died. They came back in May when it was cleared from ISIS. And it's only been cleared 5 days ago now by MAG. If you can explain what you found, what kind of riggings you found in this house.
This is only one of the examples. This house got 3 entrances. In each entrance, they put the pressure plate waiting for someone to step on. If you look at it, the pressure plate was buried here and linked to the house electricity. This part was covered with blankets. And the other entrance, they did the similar exercise. And the third one, they were doing the same.
So it was rigged towards the entire electricity section of the house, and then you were telling me that it linked into here, and what did you find? I mean, it is quite extraordinary to see the expertise that is used by ISIL in rigging these kinds of places.
Yeah, this is the cable. It's one of the cables who came, as I showed you in the other entrance, and you will see another cable running from here, going on the other side, about 90 kilograms of homemade explosives inside the barrel, 220 liters, but they put 90 and they covered it with cloths and seeds just to hide it from people. And if you step on any of them pressure plates, the whole house, this part at least of the house, is going to collapse.
So that's just one example. There's other kinds of booby traps that you have found. Explain to me sort of in the everyday life of what we take for granted, where you're finding these booby traps planted in these civilians' homes that you're clearing.
In most of the houses, we found them in the freezers, in the ovens, in them little chicken houses went inside and buried under other like blankets. So you will see them everywhere. And inside the people's clothes, when they left this village, they didn't manage to take anything because they left at the midnight. So they were just booby trapping anything and everything they can find.
Thank you. So it gives you just an indication this is just one village, and one village that was cleared from ISIL in May of last year. So what we've been hearing is that the amount of improvised explosive devices, the way they've been manufactured changes as you go further towards Mosul, and also how much has been used. So huge challenges ahead, particularly when it comes to many of these people, tens of thousands of people being able to go back home.
All right, Stefanie, thanks for that. Stefanie Dekker joining us there from Khazir.